And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Kassarian, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play series. So, how is everyone today? Pretty good, I hope. I realized that for the past few episodes I've been saying good morning even though I'm releasing these things at like 2 p.m. Oh well. Doesn't matter that much, does it, guys? Alright, so what are we working on today? I'm taking a different approach to transporting stuff to and from my quarry, as you guys can probably see right here. We're going to use a railroad system. I decided that I liked that idea, and as you can see, this is quite the rail system that I'm building. This is actually the primary shaft that was dug by my mining cart from Steve's carts, and I've already moved the central track, because it put the track down the center. I've already moved it over, and now I'm laying down the rails on the other side. Now, I could build a cart to do this for me using Steve's carts. I was tempted to do that, but I decided that it would probably actually take longer to build the cart than it would take for me just to do this by hand. Also, it gives me an idea for exactly how many rails I'm chewing through while I'm doing this. As you guys can no doubt see, it's quite the process. But we're at least, I think, getting close to being complete. And I'm not intending to make this pretty like you would with, say, a subway system or anything like that. Simply because it's 9:30 at night. Who the heck is calling my house? Alright, anyways. Okay, so we are continuing to lay down rails. I didn't want to do that. You can see I am still filling in bits of floor because I went through and kind of picked some of this clean, at least. Not of everything, but of a lot of things. And what's a railroad without a little bit of danger down the side, right? Alright, so we're going to just keep laying this, and I'll be right back once we're all set. Alright, and we're basically on anything that might even vaguely resemble rail material. But the line is complete, or at least the bare framework for it is, which is something I like to see. Now, we're not going to be using Steve's carts for this, because honestly, Steve's carts isn't as good for what we want to be building. What we want to be building is a Railcraft system, but we're not going to use standard mine carts that operate independently. In fact, we're going to build something even better. We're going to build a train. And a train, as you probably all know, needs a locomotive. And what better type of locomotive for Railcraft than a steam locomotive? So it's going to add a bit more logistical difficulties into our process here. However, I'm pretty confident we can overcome anything we run into. And, yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult for us. So I'm going to run all the way back. Oy, quite a trip. And we're going to start looking at what it's going to take for us to build a steam locomotive. Alright, I'll be back when I get home. Alright, so our first order of business is to build a locomotive. Alright, steam locomotive. Let's take a look. I need 4 high-pressure boilers, 2 solid fuel fireboxes, 2 mine carts, and some iron bars. Alright, well, let's get started then. Let's get some iron bars. Okay, now we need to get our steel plates. Let's get 12 of them, please. Okay, I should be able to convert these into my fireboxes. Right, I need the fireboxes themselves. So let's see what we need for a solid fuel firebox. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 furnaces. That shouldn't be too difficult. Okay. So I have my 2 furnaces. Do I have any? I have 1 brick. Alright, I think I have some bricks over here. I do, as a matter of fact. Okay, and now I'm going to need those fire charges. Blaze powder, gunpowder, coal. Okay, and I should have... And then I get some gunpowder. Blaze powder, gunpowder, coal. More fire charges than I need. But that should get me... Oops, that's liquid fuel. I want solid fuel. 2 of those. And then I just need... There we go. And now I should be able to get my steam locomotive. Awesome. These can go back into our net, and we should be all set with the steam locomotive. Nice. Now, of course, steam locomotives have to have water, so that means we're going to need a liquid loader. Okay, liquid loader. Some glass, detector tank. Okay, so we need those bricks back. And I'm going to need some of the stone that I carry on me, as a matter of fact. Alright, bricks should be showing up shortly. I hope. Did it actually request? I don't know. Oh, there they are. Alright, thank you. Detector tank, and then we need a liquid loader. So I need a hopper and some glass. Do I have a hopper handy? Do I? Nope. Do I have a chest? Yes. Do I have 5 iron? I hope I do. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft this up, at least some of the stuff that we need. And I will see you guys in a minute. Alright, so just like a steam engine, one of these trains requires both water and fuel. So now I'm going to force it to full. And I want to make sure that it only affects a locomotive. Okay? Alright. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my aqueous accumulator, put it down here, and put my fluiducts leading up into my liquid loader. So that when my steam locomotive comes trundling along here... Of course, these steam locomotives don't like being pushed, but that's okay. It's going to be locked, filled with water, and then continue forward. Awesome. All right, that was nice and easy. Now, right before this, put another holding track, and this one is going to have my item loader on top of it. Now, I haven't yet figured out how on earth I'm going to get this thing fueled, but I'm certain we can come up with something. And I think I know what I'm going to do with it. Yes, okay. So now that I know what I'm doing, let's run upstairs and get crafting. And I won't put a cut in here. Why should I? Jump up. Okay, we're going to be making some ender chests. So I need... Do I have wool? No. Do I have string? Yes. 8 of you. Obsidian. 4 of you. And then I need... 8 of you. And I need 2 of you. And you go in like that. Oh. I almost forgot 2 chests. And get some charcoal out of there too. Chests? Anywhere? Ah, there we go. 1, 2. Okay. Get 2 of you. Ah, okay. And 1 of you. And 2 of you. And we're just going to turn this into a supplier pipe. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go down a level. I don't need the baked potatoes. I need orange dye. And we'll put that right there. And then what we're going to do... Ooh, that's going to be tricky. Is there an easier place to stick this thing? Yes, there is. Okay. Let's put him right up here with my supplier pipe right there. Awesome. And then I want it to keep that much charcoal in there. Okay. And now let's go downstairs. And yes, it is a little bit cheaty just to use the ender chests, but it's the easiest way I could think of doing this. Besides building another train that acts as a feeder, which I suppose I could do, but it seems kind of silly. Alright, so now this guy's coming forward. I want complete. So he's going to fill. And then he's going to fill. Okay, good. I can't set him to idle now. And then the system should send him on his way. Epic. I like it. All right. So that's all set now. Now what we need to do, because here's the thing, right? This is the line that comes all the way up the steps, right? Right. So we're going to have to get, because we're trying to get liquid down. Yeah, okay. Because, see, my tanks are just on the other side of this wall here. And what I would like is to have biomass coming down. Without them running into each other. That's the trick. All right, let me figure this out, and I'll be right back. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And if you notice that things look a little different around here, there's a reason for it. Namely, I have finally gotten around to upgrading my computer. That would be why it sounds like there's a small turbojet engine next to me. That is my brand new gaming tower, sitting there in all of its beige glory. I ended up using an old case I had, steel case and tech from about 12 years ago. Still works perfectly well as a case, no big deal, right? Hey, if it works, why replace it? A little bit of extra money I saved. Let me turn all this down. I put it together yesterday. I actually recorded a little bit earlier, but lost the footage and the save to a crash. So we'll see about that. I apologize if I cut in and out on you guys, but we are on the bleeding edge of technology. I am using a brand new... I'm trying to intro my new computer here, Zombie. What are you doing? Come on, guys. Give me a break, will ya? So, yes, it is using a Vishera FX-8350 AMD core. I think that's what it's called. A Asus NVIDIA 760 GTX, and it has 16 gigs of DDR3 1833 RAM, along with a Kingston SSD now solid-state drive that's actually running the programs in the OS, and a Raptor 120 gig 10,000 RPM drive that is sort of a stuff drive, and then I have my 2 terabyte external, which is what I'm recording onto. And yeah, I dug out my old Logitech G15 keyboard that has served me well. I'm still using my $5 mouse, but I'm hoping to replace that soon. So yeah, new computer. I am super happy about this. It is hard for me to describe how happy I am. I've been making do with my laptop for forever, and just even playing on a nice big screen is a welcome relief for me. So, to get our rail system working, we're going to have to make some stuff, namely gates from Project Red. Project Red, what's that? Well, it is the Red Power 2 replacement, because I believe Red Power 2 has officially been declared missing in action, or at least the developer is. I'm not going to get into why it happened. It was childish stupidity, basically. That's the best thing. Not the mod maker's fault. There were some people who did some really bad things. But we won't get much into that. Right now, we're going to have to code some new devices onto our logistics system, because I think I have some empty spots in here. No. Yes. Alright, so what we're going to code in first are conductive plates. Alright, these are, if you remember stone wafers, if you ever played the actual Red Power 2, these are their replacement. I don't think I have any open modules anywhere. Do I? I don't think I do. No. Okay. So let's get ourselves 4 of these, 4 of those. Alright. And come on, buddy. I'm trying to record here. Alright. Zombies, can't catch a break, can ya? I have more standard rails and track that I know what to do with. Oh. No, 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 no. Alright, guys, can you... Really? Okay, so apparently I need to zombie-proof my house. Alright, we should have those logistics pipes set up. Buddy, really? And you two? Come on, man. I'm just trying to record a video here. Anyone else? Okay. Really? Oh, there's a little one. I saw a little one. There's a little angry one. A little angry villager one. Okay. Are we all quite done yet? No. No, we're not. Go away, go away. Okay. I didn't want to do that. I'm still getting used to where everything is on this keyboard, so I used to play with it all the time, and I switched to a laptop and kind of stopped. Okay, so now we want to code in anodes. Okay. Anodes are basically another component. If you know circuits and how circuits actually work, it'll make perfect sense to you. And now we want to code in cathodes. I don't know if I can make redstone torches, but we'll see. Put that there, and import that. And can I code? Yes, I do have redstone torches coded into this. Okay. And I think I need... Or did I already code anodes in? I already coded anodes, I coded cathodes, I coded that, and I coded... Okay. So then this, I'm just going to code this in as an AND gate. Okay. Now, without any further interruptions, or me not being able to go upstairs, and it looks like that actually fixed it. Let's go upstairs and see what we're doing here. All right. So now if we go over here, I should be able to ask for... Did I... All right, let me go back downstairs and figure out why this isn't cooperating. Okay, really? No, because I never put a crafting logistics pipe on it. There we go. All right, so let's get ourselves some of these AND gates. Missing circuit plates. Right, I forgot that step. Derp. Derpity derp. All right, let's fix this and run back over here. Circuit plates should be in here. So you get 2 circuit plates for every unit of... you get 2 circuit plates for every... What is it called? For every smooth stone that you put in. Alright, the next thing we want to make is some red alloy wire. Alright, red alloy wire. Just 3 of these red alloy ingots. How do we get those? Red iron compound. Piece of redstone surrounded by iron. So why don't we get ourselves a stack of redstone and a little bit of iron. Actually, I should only need 8 iron. And let's do it in this table. And I want 1 more piece of... Nope. Remember that you can't mouse wheel or shift click in or out of that thing. Alright. And now we're going to take our red alloy compound, red iron compound, and we're just going to cook it up. And we should get red alloy ingots out of red alloy wire. Right, red alloy ingots, and then we turn those red alloy ingots into red alloy wire. And red alloy wire is quite cool. I've actually used a little bit of it before, but I think I died maybe and lost the materials I used. Doesn't matter much. We'll just take this over here. Clear the recipe. And we get 12 red alloy wire for every 3 alloy ingots. And this stuff's pretty cool because it carries a redstone signal. And you can kind of do whatever you want with it. You can see it triggered the drawbridge I have down there. And it's wicked easy just to pull it right off the wall. By the way, guys, quick word from the wise. Do not use Optifine with Forge. It doesn't work. And it ain't Forge's fault. Forge is complying with Mojang. Optifine isn't. And yes, it's causing a lot of issues. Now, the one thing you noticed is that you couldn't place this like a block. It has to go on something. To place it like a block, you need framed red alloy wire. And to do that, you need oak wood strips. Now, I happen to be able to get some oak wood here. And I should have my diamond saw in there. And of course, I'm hitting every wrong button on my keyboard because I'm not used to it. So we turn them into slabs, panels, covers, and then we turn them into strips. Place the strips around like this. And we get ourselves some framed red alloy wire. Now, personally, I think this is a bit of a pain in the rear end to craft, but not my call, not my decision, so I can deal with it. Thank you for the gunpowder donation. All right, so let's go downstairs and see if we aren't going to get mauled by something on the way down. Looking good so far. Yep. Blame the community. All right. So we're going to jump down here. Now, each of these things is going to try and emit a redstone signal. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, but we want all of them to have to fire. Right. So we're going to take our AND gate. And we're going to set them up like this. And then what we're going to do is run our red alloy wire forward to the holding track block, which should communicate it. Now, what about this block? Well, we're going to use our frame red alloy wire here. And to get it... Oh my gosh. It's a conga line of zombies, guys. There we go. Alright. And now to get it to connect properly, all we need to do is that. I'm going to do that as well. Because now I'm going to place this here. And I'm going to need a little bit... I need to put it there as well. And I'm going to need a little bit more framed red alloy wire to do this. If these zombies go away. Let's get one of you. So I'm going to take care of this off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now if you know anything about AND gates will only fire when all of their inputs conditions are met. So what I have to do now is disable those outside conditionals. So that now if I get a minecart, I'm not certain the way these actually work. Oh, this could be... Let's try this. Remember, you can prevent these from connecting with strips. Alright, let's see if this works. And that lockdown track is keeping it stable. Huh. I'm not certain why this isn't functioning. Nor why that thing's moving ahead. Did it fire? This may require a little bit more work. I'll be right back. Alright, so to make the next bit, we're going to need to go through a somewhat involved crafting process. Which is kind of a pain in the rear end, actually. So what we're going to need first is a block of coal. Alright. And some sand. Alright. Thank you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves a coal block. And we're going to surround that coal block with sand. And this will get us some sandy coal compound. And the sandy coal compound is going to be cooked down in our electric furnace. Nice and easy, right? Right. Well, not quite, because we're not even close to done yet. So we're going to take our silicon boule, right? Now we're going to cut it. That's going to give us 8 silicon. And now we need to turn it into infused silicon by surrounding it with redstone. Right. So don't let anyone say that this stuff is cheap. Now I suspect this is all going to change, because Red Power originally had an alloy furnace that kind of had a 3x3 crafting grid in it, and it would actually smelt based on the recipes in there. So we'll see if that actually comes back. Alright, so we got our infused silicon now. Ugh. Now let's get our... What do we need? 3 of these? Yeah. So let's clear that. Put that in there. Let's go into our handy-dandy blue bag here. And this is the point where I ask you guys, do you guys want to see this crafting stuff, or do you want me to just do it? Like, do you want me to do it off camera? I enjoy doing it on camera, believe it or not. Alright, so now we got that, so we're going to shift-click our state cell in. Right, but we're not ready yet, because we need to make a pointer. And a pointer is made with one of these 2 cathodes that we have here, and a piece of stone on top. Right? Oh no, it's a circuit plate and a redstone torch. Alright. I'm remembering the old Red Power 2 recipe. Excuse me. Alright, so we get our circuit plate. And any second now we'll get that. There we go, redstone torch gets us a pointer. And now I can shift-click that in. I have that. I have the anode. Oh, I need 3 more. Oops. Alright. Now I need 3... Three of those. There we go. Now I can get myself a state cell. Now the next thing we're going to get is a detector track, which is standard rail, wooden rail bed, pressure plate, and redstone. That isn't too hard. And I think I have some standard. Let me come back once I build that. Alright, so let me show you how I hooked this up. So what I did was I put a detector track in a state cell. All we need to know for this is that when a signal comes into the state cell, it sits there for a predetermined amount of time, 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, it then fires it out the output side here. You can also lock it over here, but we're not getting into that right now. So instead of actually detecting the states of any of these, I'm simply using a state cell, and I'm guessing for right now it's about 30 seconds. So I put this guy here. You can see the state cell's firing right now because there's something on top of it. Come on. Now there's nothing on top of it anymore, so it's switched over. But if I push this guy forward, it should eventually, I should be able to get it to lock onto the holding track. There we go. And now we should see in a couple seconds that this thing will fire with a click and send it forward. Now what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to throw a lever down. Because what I'm going to do over here is just rip up a couple pieces of track and put a turnaround in, just temporarily. Alright, so remember how to connect trains, right? We take our crowbar, shift right click, shift right click. We set it to running, get it out of its way, Oh, we have to wait for it to heat up first. Hold on. Thankfully, these things don't take that long to heat. And we should be building up some steam. So let me come back once this thing starts running. Alright, so it's going to go around there. And let me actually set this guy to full speed here. Okay. Apparently moving at that speed, these holding tracks can't actually lock it down. Or was it because it was already basically full? No, it just can't lock it down. So I'm going to have to use train holding tracks there. Now you should be able to see that as soon as this thing ticks, this guy will be allowed to proceed. And off he goes. Now I'm going to have to lengthen that pulse with another state cell. And these are just firing off. Oh, partial because he's not. Okay, yeah, okay. I didn't even know you guys existed. Okay. So, alright, let me fix this up off camera. And you guys will be able to see the completed one in the next episode. So this has been Mr. Kassarian. I want to thank you all for watching. I think ores regened around here. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you also enjoyed the somewhat higher quality of this episode, thanks to my new tower. So I'll see you in the next episode. This has been Mr. Kassarian, and ladies and gentlemen, happy mining.